seen the demand side of the economy. We've seen the supply side of the economy. We've seen how they come to an equilibrium. Now, we are taking to this session to know how these products being produced will be disposed so as to improve the welfare of the people. That takes us to the section 4. That's the price and output determination under different markets. We want to look at the monopoly pricing and output decision in the short run and long run, perfect market competition versus monopoly, different types of market structures. Here, we are told that monopoly is a form of market organization in which there is a single seller of a commodity for which there are no close substitute. We know in economies that monopoly is a market where there's only one seller, and in this situation he sets the price. He takes decision of whatever that happens in that market because he's the only seller. Even though the products are differentiated, and he believes that there's no threat, that no other company will come into that market, so he's relaxed because he's the only one in charge of that market. So, perfect competition versus monopoly. In perfect competition, is a structure where competition is at its maximum level. Here, we know that competition is at the highest level, where many firms will come so that there will be competition. They will know who will be stronger in that market, who will sell more than others. Unlike the monopoly, who will relax, whether whatever he sells, he will be comfortable with it. So the imperfect competition structure is identical to the realistic market condition. Where some monopolistic competitors, oligopolists and duopolists exist and dominate the market. This is an imperfect market structure. It is identical to the realistic of the real economy. So the elements of market structure include the number, size, and distribution of firms. So the market structure includes the number and the size and distribution of firms. So the more the firms, the more condition of markets, the more the firms, the more they conducive for the market. So natural monopoly, the monopoly in which economies of scale causes deficiency to increase continuously with the size of the firm. Here we see that the natural monopoly is a situation where a particular firm will satisfy the whole market with a low cost of price, unlike when two firms are combined to satisfy the market. You see that for the natural monopolies to exist, it means that that particular monopoly has satisfied the whole market with a lower cost. Different types of market structure. We have the monopolistic, competition, oligopolist. So the oligopolist is a market structure where markets or industry dominates by a small number of firms that together controls the majority of the market share. So in this oligopoly, we say that is a market structure where the market or industry is dominated by a small number of firms in that particular market. So oligopoly is a market where we have few buyers and many sellers. In this particular market where there are few buyers and many sellers, what happens to the product? The consumers will buy it at a cheaper rate because there are many people to buy. There are few people to buy and there are many sellers selling. So the product will be very, very cheap. So summary, in this case, we have extensively discussed the different types of markets. We talked about the perfect competition, we talked about the monopoly, the oligopoly, the monopsony,